So first we're making our tomato broth, and as I would, we are going to be using chicken bone broth to add 40 grams of extra protein. First we're gonna add our tomato paste into some olive oil to kind of get that metallic-y taste out. Also helps deepen the flavor a little bit. Also, do you like the ensemble? Do I look like an assassina? All right, so we're gonna add a bit of salt here, a pinch of sugar, and 4 cups of chicken bone broth. All right, so we're just whisking the tomato paste into the broth. We're gonna get it heated up and simmering because we are going to cook this pasta kind of a la risotto. All right, now that this is nice and heated up, we're gonna start our pasta. But I wanted to make a quick note that some people use a combination of water and passata, which is basically a tomato puree. So you could do a combination of water and passata and some tomato paste. You could just do water and tomato paste. It's up to you. So first we're gonna add some olive oil to the pan. I've got about a 1/4 cup here. And while the oil is still kind of cool, I'm gonna add my garlic. I've got about a teaspoon. And some Calabrian chilies. You can absolutely use crushed red pepper flakes instead, or fresh chilies if you have them. And as far as amounts, this is also completely up to you. Some people use like 3, 4, 5 tablespoons. That is not my speed. So I will be using 1 tablespoon of the Calabrian chilies. Watch out, she spits. All right, so get that garlic and chili paste moving around in the oil. We'll cook this for a minute. You could also do sliced garlic instead if you want less of a garlicky flavor, or you could even throw some whole garlic cloves in here with the oil, toast those up, remove them, and then add the chilies. Using the whole garlic cloves will give you like the least amount of intense garlic flavor, and minced like I'm doing will give you the most. So just, you know, however much garlic you like. And I've seen some people add the pasta directly into the oil, kind of toss it in the oil and let the pasta toast. Other people add some tomato sauce right into here and heat that up before adding the pasta, and that's what we're gonna do today. All right, so going ahead with the tomato sauce, and this is just a can of San Marzanos that I blitzed with my stick blender. I use whatever tomato sauce, tomato puree that you love. I'm gonna hit this with some salt, give it a nice stir. All right, now our tomato sauce is pretty much heated up and ready to go. I've got a pound of spaghetti. I'm using Rao's, how the hell do you pronounce it anyways? I don't know. It has 1 ingredient and it is unenriched, which I prefer. But if you prefer an enriched macaroni product, you do you. Oh, this is so satisfying. All right, we're about to get to why this pasta is a killer pasta. And that's really because it breaks like every single rule that Italians seem to have for pasta, yet the Italians created it. And if it's good enough for the pasta queen, it is certainly good enough for me. Okay, now we are gonna drop our pasta in. Do not break it, or somebody's Italian grandmother will just pass away immediately. You wanna make sure that this pan is large enough to be able to fit your spaghetti in 1 layer without it breaking, obviously, but also so that as much of it as possible is in contact with the pan. Because one of the things that's so amazing about this pasta is that it gets kind of crispy and burnt and charred on the bottom of the pan, which sounds so wrong, but tastes so right. So I'm gonna leave the spaghetti here for maybe a minute or 2 just to start that whole charring process. And then we are taking our tomato broth over here and start ladling it in to cook this baby like risotto. Resist the urge to move the pasta around, otherwise you will not get those charred bits on the bottom, which we definitely want. Also really happy I wore black today because there is some split splatter. All right, so I've got my hot broth. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple ladles full in. I'm gonna make sure the pasta is just submerged. And again, no touchy. I feel like a witch. So So we are gonna let this broth pretty much reduce all the way down and then continue to char the pasta on this one side before flipping and repeating on the other side. It's actually like pretty flippin' simple, isn't it? Okay, it's getting to be that time. I haven't really moved the pasta at all. I moved some of this top stuff to the edges to just try to get as much surface area on the pan as possible. You can see almost all of the water has evaporated. It is like the moment of truth here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That looks incredible, guys. I'm gonna try to keep it all going the same direction here also, which I think will also help when it comes to plating. Oh boy. Oh baby. Italians, you created this. All right, we're back with the broth. Okay, so same thing. We're going to let this reduce. At this point too, you might want to start trying to loosen some of the pasta up before it starts really reducing, because we do want to get some more caramelization on the other side. All right, almost all of the liquid has evaporated. I didn't want all of it to evaporate because I do want it to be a little saucy, but it is certainly time to move this baby around. This is just beautiful. It does help to use a non-stick pan or a cast iron. Be left with a big fat mess otherwise. Oh boy. That's it, guys. It's time to plate and eat. It feels like this plate might not be large enough. Look at that flippin' caramelization. Oh my gosh. And before we get started eating, just a friendly reminder that my cookbook is now available for pre-sale, linked in the description. Classically indulgent recipes with a healthy bent. More protein, more fiber, etc., etc. Nutritional information on each recipe. All right. There are so many crispy caramelized bits of spaghetti in here. It looks like it would be like deathly spicy, but I only added 1 tablespoon of the Calabrian chili pepper paste, so I have high hopes that this will not be too spicy for me to eat. It feels large, but also very on brand. Got that tingly feeling on the roof of my mouth. Such a deep tomatoey flavor. It's all about the tomato here. Since we're breaking all the rules today, I don't want to hear anything about me using a spoon to twirl my pasta. The pasta's cooked all the way through, has a nice texture, and especially nice with the crispy bits, obviously. I mean, look at that. I'd say I probably would want to add just a little bit more of the tomato sauce, the tomato puree, to make it a little bit saucier right at the end. We're testing it out right now. Just gonna do a little drizzy drizz. All right. Easy breezy. I mean, oh my gosh, guys. Look at this. Ooh. Look at all that caramelization. This is the name of the game with this pasta. Oh. Ah. Oh, my lipstick's coming off. At least not on my teeth. This wine goes really, really well. It's a little spicy. Pasta's not crazy spicy, by the way. So if you like a lot of spice, like go for it. Add 5 tablespoons of whatever. But this is dry. It has a really rich flavor too though. So it pairs nicely with that like rich tomatoey flavor in the pasta. Yeah, this lipstick is on its way out. Mm-hmm. All right guys, that was super, super delicious. So incredibly easy and really, really quick. So if you guys are looking for any one of those things, this is the pasta for you. I also think this transitions really well into fall and winter because it just feels warm. You could also use some summer tomatoes to make a lovely fresh tomato sauce for this instead of canned. Linking the recipe for you in the description of the video so you guys can make this yourselves at home. And of course, it'll include all the nutritional information plus micronutrient highlights so you guys can feel even better about what you're eating. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I hope you enjoyed this spaghetti alla assassina, aka assassin spaghetti, killer pasta, whatever you want to call it. Breaking the rules. I hope you all have a great rest of your night and I will see you guys next time.